In 1985, the Kansas City Royals had a little-known shortstop named Buddy Biancalana. He was a light-hitting shortstop who found favor with manager Dick Hauser's and the Royals' pennant push when he started the last 13 of the last 15 games and then all 14 postseason games in the 1985 playoffs, for which he was very successful. He had 278 in the World Series. On-base percentage was .435, and not committing errors in the fields. I think he found favor with Dick Hauser because he was a kind of smallish, light-hitting shortstop, sort of like he was in his playing days. And Biancalana drew national attention when David Letterman took note of him, invited him to be on the show after this World Series. He also kept a hit counter, Biancalana's chase of Pete Rose's hit record. Pete Rose was going after the hit record at the time, and so he had a counter counting Rose's record and Buddy Biancalana's hit totals as well. Later he came on the show after the playoffs, brought his World Series bat with him to present to David Letterman. He noted that there were no marks on the barrel. Buddy Biancalana became a cult figure in 1985. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing game 92 of the King of the Hill tournament. The 1986 New York Mets and Dwight Gooden, who is starting today, against the 1985 Kings of the Hill, the Kansas City Royals. Here's your starting lineups for today's game. Dykstra, Beckman, Hernandez, Strawberry, Carter, Knight, Wilson, Johnson, and Santana. For the Royals, Wilson, Smith, Brett, Balboni, White, McCray, Motley, Sundberg, and Biancalana. Gooden's the starting pitcher for New York, and Charlie Leibrandt is on the mound for Kansas City. Leibrandt is a BZ pitcher, and Dykstra is ready to go. Let's start this game in 3, 2, 1. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. 2-3 is a ground ball to first baseman Steve Balboni, who takes it himself. 1 out. Here's the second baseman Wally Beckman, a .320 hitter in 1986. 3-2 is a ground ball to Frank White at second. He throws to Balboni at first. 2 outs. And now Keith Hernandez. 6-4 is a base on balls. Leibrandt has good control. He's got the Z modifier, but he has walked Hernandez. Here is the Daryl Strawberry. Swings the bat from the left side, and this time he lifts a fly ball deep to right. Going back to the wall is Motley and makes the catch. That's the end of the top of the first. No runs. For the bottom of the first, the Royals coming to bat. All right, Duck Gooden completes his warm-up tosses. The young man has a terrific fastball and a terrific 12-6 curveball. Willie Wilson steps into the box for Kansas City, and Willie lifts a fly ball to left field. That's caught by Mookie Wilson. So Wilson to Wilson, and there's 1 out. Lonnie Smith rolls a 6-2. That's a fly out through the right side. Playing right field is Darryl Strawberry. 3 steps to his left, and he makes the catch. There's George Brett. 3-6 is a base on balls. So Strawberry, like Leibrandt, retires the first 2, but walks the third batter. Brings up Steve Balboni, 36 homers in 1985. 6-1 is a 22. Both teams are fielding column 2. And Balboni is hit by a pitch. Balboni is slow, but with 2 outs, I think I won't play it safe. Here's Frank White. 3-6 is a 33, and that's a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop Santana is under it and makes the catch. The Royals are retired in the first. Go to the top of the second, no score. All right, Charlie Leibrandt will face Gary Carter, Ray Knight, and Mookie Wilson in the top of the second inning. Leibrandt was not a fastball pitcher. He had kind of a herky-jerky motion and threw up a lot of junk up there. Left-handed pitcher pitching to Gary Carter, 43, is a ground ball back to Leibrandt. Throws to Balboni, 1 out. Ray Knight's the batter. Ray Knight rolls one to the shortstop. Buddy Biancalana throws to Balboni, 2 gone. And now Mookie Wilson. 6-1 is a 40. Foul ball for strike 1. Hit column roll for Mookie Wilson with 2 outs. And 64 is a triple for Mookie Wilson. That brings up Hojo, Howard Johnson, who is the DH today. 5-2 is a ground ball to third. Brett's got it over to first for the out. Go to the bottom of the second inning, still no score. All right, one of the premier DHs in his day, Hal McRae, leads off for the Royals. He hits a fly ball to center field. Lynn Dykstra is under and has it put away for a first out. Here's Darryl Motley. 2-3 is a fly ball to right. So 2 fly balls and 2 quick outs for Dwight Gooden. Pitch to Sundberg is a hit column roll for Jim Sundberg. And there's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A home run for Jim Sundberg, and the Royals go up 1-0. All right, Sundberg hit 10 home runs in 1985. Brings up Buddy Biancalana, the 9th place hitter. And Biancalana pops up on the right side of the infield. And Wally Backman's under it and puts it away. 1 run on 1 hit, the home run by Jim Sundberg. We go to the top of the third. Royals 1 and the Mets nothing. Rafael Santana leads off for New York and rolls a 4-4, which is a fly out to center field. Not good. We're using the DH today, so Lenny Dykstra is the batter, top of the order. 4-5 is going to be a base on balls. Second walk given up by Charlie Leibrandt. Third Mets base runner. Dykstra is fast at first base. Wally Backman's the batter, 320 hitter. 1-2 is hit on the ground. Frank White with a quick pivot to second. Biancalana with a relay to throw to first. It's a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Bottom of the third, Royals 1 and Mets nothing. All right, Royals center fielder Willie Wilson leads off for Kansas City in the bottom of the third inning. He had just put together 4 out of 5 years where he hit over 300, AL batting champ in 1982 with a 332 average, but slumped a little bit in 1985 at 278. 6-6 roll for Willie Wilson. He barrels one up here, and 61 is going to be a triple for Wilson to lead off the third. Mets will play their infield tight for Lonnie Smith. 4-2 is a 12. Smith lifts a fly ball to right field, not very deep. Wilson's going to tag anyway, try to score. Here's a throw home, and Wilson is out. Double play. 9-2. Royals don't score on that. Hope for a sacrifice fly. Bases clear, 2 outs. That spoils that leadoff triple. 6-2 to George Brett is a 39. Strike 1 to Brett. 6-4 is a base hit for Brett. George is now 2 for 4 in the project. Brings up Steve Balboni with 1 on and 2 out. 2-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. No runs on 2 hits and 1 left. Top of the fourth, it's 1-0 Kansas City. Keith Hernandez drew a walk his first time up. 5-4 is a fly out to right fielder Darryl Motley. Here's Darryl Strawberry, who just comes off fine defensive play. He flew out the right his first time up. 4-1 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And now Gary Carter. There's a drive by Gary Carter. It might be, it could be, it is out of here a game-tying solo home run by Gary Carter. Mets 1, Royals 1. Here's Ray Knight. Ray Knight rolls a base hit. Slow runner at first. Mookie Wilson is the batter. Played safe with the slow runners unless I say otherwise. 1-2 is a ground ball to Frank White at second, over to Balboni at first. 1 run on 2 hits. And the Mets tie the game 1-1, bottom of the 4th. Frank Academy White leads off for the Royals, and he hits a fly ball to Mookie Wilson in left. White is 0 for 2. Here's a DH, Hal McRae. Gray rolls a ground ball to third base. Ray Knight fires over to Keith Hernandez at first. 2 gone. Darryl Motley. 4-3 roll is a comebacker back to Gooden. Flips the ball to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Royals in the bottom of the 4th. We're into the 5th. 1-1 tie. All right, Hojo Santana in the top of the order. Lenny Dykstra. All right, Lee goes into the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-2 is a ground ball to Brett at third. All right, Johnson's rolled out to Brett twice today. Here's Rafael Santana. 6-2 is a fly ball to left fielder Lonnie Smith. Top of the order, and here's Nails Lenny Dykstra. 2-6 is a ground out to Brett at third. Nothing doing for the Mets in the top of the 5th. We're halfway through. 1-1 tie. All right, Jim Sundberg, 2 for 5 in the series with a homer and RBI. Leads off for Kansas City. 2-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Brings up the Colt hero, Buddy Biancalana. 5-5 roll is a base hit for Biancalana. Fast runner at first. And we go to the top of the order, Willie Wilson. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Mookie Wilson's got it. Another Wilson to Wilson out. And the batter is Lonnie Smith. 2-3 is a ground ball to third base. Ray Knight throws out Lonnie Smith. Biancalana is stranded at first. We go to the top of the 6th. 1-1 tie. All right, it's like the Mets have 2 good leadoff hitters at the top of their order. They got Dykstra and Backman, a .320 hitter. Backman leads off the 6th inning for New York. 6-3 is a fly ball to Willie Wilson in center field. Makes the catch. 1 out. Backman is 0 for 3 today. Here is Keith Hernandez. Walked and flied to right. This time he hits a ground ball to Biancalana at shortstop. Quick throw to first. 2 outs. Darryl Strawberry from LA, California. Strawberry rolls a hit column roll. This is barreled up. And Strawberry hits a drive. It might be, it could be, it is over the right field fence for a home run for Darryl Strawberry. All the scoring today on solo home runs, Mets 2 and Royals 1. All right, with 2 outs, Gary Carter comes up. 3-5 is a 36. That's going to be strike 1. And 2-2 rolls, a base hit for Gary Carter. He's the other one that's gone deep for the Mets. Now Carter's 2 for 3. Slow runner at first for Ray Knight. 5-2 is a ground out to George Brett at third. 1 run on 2 hits. Mets take the lead in the 6th, 2-1 New York. George Brett leads off for Kansas City, now down by a run. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Lenny Dykstra is under it and puts it away. Here's Steve Balboni. 3-5 is a 37, strike one. Bob Boney later became a scout for the San Francisco Giants and scouted against the Royals in the 2014 World Series. 1-5 is a fly ball to center field. Rinse and repeat, 2 outs. Frank White. 6-5 is a pop-up to the catcher, Gary Carter. Nothing doing for the Royals in the 6th. Go to the top of the 7th, Mets up by 1. Bottom of the Mets order, it's going to be Wilson, Johnson, and Santana. Lee Bryant still on for the Royals. Strikes out Mookie Wilson. This is a point of fatigue inning for both pitchers. Hojo lifts a fly ball to right field. Darryl Motley is under it and puts it away. The batter is Rafael Santana. Santana gets a base hit. First mark of fatigue against Lee Bryant. Top of the order, and Lynn Dykstra, 295 hitter. He rolls a 6-5, and that's going to be popped up into foul territory behind home plate. And that's caught by the Royals catcher, Jim Sundberg. No runs on a hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time, the New York Mets 2 and the Royals 1. McRae, Motley, and Sundberg, the last 7th inning. Here's a pitch from Dwight Gooden. Base on balls. McRae draws a walk. That's the first mark against Gooden's fatigue. Slow runner at first. Brings up Darryl Motley. 1-4 is a fly ball lifted to the left side. Mookie Wilson giving chase makes the catch. McRae will hold it first. Jim Sundberg rolls a 5-2. Ground ball hit to third base. The throw goes to second, over to first, not in time. McRae's out 5-4 at second. Vicious slide at second base. Messed up that relay flow. So a fielder's choice by Sundberg. He's also a slow runner. Here's Buddy Biancalana, 1 for 2 today. 2-3 is a ground ball to Gooden, who snags it and throws to Hernandez at first for the 3rd out. Top of the 8th. Mets up by 1. All right, Lee Bryant's back out there with 1 mark against his fatigue. Kansas City bullpen is fresh. They only needed 1 2/3 of an inning yesterday. Wally Backman leads off for New York. 4-4 roll is a leadoff single for Wally Backman. Brings up Keith Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 2 with the base on balls. 5-5 roll is an 8. Grounded to Brett at first. He throws the first. Hernandez is out, and Backman goes to scoring position at second base. Darryl Strawberry, the batter. Lefty on a lefty. 3-2 is a ground ball to second base. Frank White turns that one into the second out. Runner goes to third. Gary Carter. The kid is 2 for 3 today with a home run and a single. 255 hitter. Lee Bryant will pitch to him. Fly ball hit to right field. Darryl Motley is under it. Makes the catch, and that retires the Mets on the top of the 8th. No runs on a hit. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 New York. All right, there's activity in the Mets bullpen. Warming up for New York is Jesse Orosco and Randy Myers. Doc Gooden has 2 marks against his fatigue. He's at the top of the order for Kansas City. Gooden's still out there. Here's a pitch to Willie Wilson. 6-2 is a fly ball to right field. Caught by Darryl Strawberry. Here's Lonnie Smith. Smith is 0 for 3 today. Base hit for Lonnie Smith. Gooden is now tired. He goes to C grade. Timeout. Gooden pitches 7 1/3 innings. He's given up 1 run. Responsible for the man at first. And the pitcher is Randy Myers for New York. He is a grade B pitcher for 1 batter only due to same-sidedness. XY strikeout modifiers with the W control modifier. Here's a stretch and the pitch to George Brett, 5-5. Line drive single by Brett over the head of Wally Backman in the right field. Retrieved by Strawberry. Smith will go to third. And George holds at first. First and third, Kansas City, with 1 gone. Timeout. Mets are going to go back to the bullpen and bring in their closer, Jesse Orozco. He's a grade A pitcher, Y modifier, to pitch to Steve Balboni. He's not going to get the bump up, however. You don't bump up A pitchers. But he could get a 5-inning save. That's what the Mets are hoping for. Their infield is playing at double play depth, hoping to get Balboni to hit the ball on the ground, 5-4. And Balboni pops it up to shallow right field. Strawberry already has 1 assist in this game. He makes the catch, and Smith holds at third. 2 outs, an unproductive out here. Here's Frank White. 6-6 roll is a drive by Frank White. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A 3-run bomb by Frank White, and the Royals take a 4-1 lead. Smith scores. He's charged to Gooden. Brett scores. He's charged to Myers. And Orozco gives up the home run to Smith. He's given up an earned run. Or the home run to Frank White. It's congratulations at home plate as Hal McCray prepares to come to bat. 2-6 as a ground out to the shortstop. But the Royals put up 3 on 3 hits. We go to the top of the 9th. Kansas City 4 and New York 2. All right, the Royals are going to bring in their submariner pitcher, Dan Quisenberry. He's a grade A pitcher, Z modifier. Ray Knight steps into the box for New York, suddenly down by 2 in the 9th. 21 is a fly ball to right field. Darryl Motley puts it away, 1 out. Here's Mookie Wilson. 2-5 is a base hit for Mookie Wilson. And he can steal. Single over first. Let's see. Single to left. Batter steals second on the first pitch to the next batter. 1 strike on the hitter. So put Wilson at second base. And the potential tying run at first is Howard Johnson, 10 homers and 220 at-bats. Quisenberry into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hojo. 2-2 roll is a hit column roll for Howard Johnson. And 5-2 is a single to right field, retrieved by Motley, but not in time to keep the very fast Mookie Wilson from scoring. RBI for Howard Johnson. It is now 4-3. Mets down by 1. Rafael Santana. Ground ball to shortstop. Biancalada's got it to White. Over to first. It's a double play. 6-4-3. And the Mets inning closes with a thud. A double play that stops the rally. Final score, Kansas City 4, Mets 3. We'll be back with a line score. Royals got 3 runs on, Mets got 3 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Randy Myers takes the loss in relief. Kansas City got 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Charlie Leibrandt is the winning pitcher with Dan Quisenberry getting a save. Home runs in the game. First for the Mets, solo home run by Carter. Strawberry hit 1 in the 6th, a solo home run. For Kansas City, Jim Sundberg, a solo homer in the 2nd inning. But the big blow of the game was the 3-run home run by Frank White in the 8th. All the scoring today came as a result of the home run, except for the run that the Mets scored in the 9th inning to draw within 1. All right, the Royals are 2-0. They are the Kings of the Hill. Their next game, they're going to host the 1987 Minnesota Twins. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.